A girl is cleaning her car. Suddenly, a man rushes over, grabs her collar, and points toward his car. "Hurry up and clean my car." The girl hesitates and says, "I'm not a car cleaner." The man says firmly, "I'm not refusing to pay. I'll give you 2 yuan. Today is my blind date, and I don't want my match to see me looking messy." The girl quietly walks over and starts cleaning the car. The man talks on the phone. "Hello, auntie. Why hasn't my blind date arrived yet?" Auntie quickly responds, "She's already here. She's wearing a red jacket." The man immediately turns to the girl cleaning the car and shouts, "Hey you, come here." The girl looks up, startled. "What's going on?" The man asks seriously, "Are you my blind date?" The girl smiles and says, "Yes, you're Dr. Akwang, right? Auntie introduced you." She reaches out her hand. The man pulls his hand back and says sarcastically, "What's this outfit? Didn't you even think to change your clothes?" The girl smiles lightly. "I was working, so I didn't change." Then she suddenly recognizes him and says, "Wait, are you Dwan? From my high school." Dwan looks shocked. "Oh, you're Akwang Jiao Jiao." He turns to Max and says proudly, "She was our class president. She always ranked first in every exam. I even wrote her love letters, but she rejected me 8 times. Seeing her now reminds me of an old saying, time changes everything." Jiao Jiao says calmly, "Looks like you're doing well now." Dwan straightens up and says arrogantly, "I just returned from overseas. After 2 years of study, my experience has grown. Nelson's biggest mining group hired me as a marketing manager. We're no longer on the same level. Hurry up and finish cleaning the car." Jiao Jiao stays silent. Dwan laughs. "I'll take a picture of you like this and post it in our class group on the big screen. Everyone will laugh at you." Jiao Jiao says firmly, "Dwan, even after all these years, you haven't changed. You're still selfish and rude." Dwan teases further. "What if you worked as a cleaner at our mining company? You'd stay warm all winter." Max says serious. "Enough. Making fun of her in this cold weather or because of life's challenges is not right, especially for an old classmate." Dwan snaps angrily. "Who are you, a security guard? You two are perfect for each other anyway." Jiao Jiao looks at Max and says sincerely, "What you said, I felt it in my heart. You're really a good person." She reaches out her hand. Max smiles and shakes her hand. "Hello." Dwan immediately pulls his hand back and shouts angrily, "What's happening here? You're my blind date." Then he teases mockingly, "A security guard and a car cleaner really makes a perfect couple." Max says firmly, "I've made my decision. I choose her." At that moment, the secretary runs over. "Ma'am, there's an emergency at the company. You're needed immediately." She leaves. Dwan rushes forward. "Jiao Jiao, I had no idea you were the head of the Kwang group. Everything earlier was a misunderstanding. It was my fault. Auntie didn't explain clearly. If I had known, this wouldn't have happened. You're the president and I'm the general manager. Together, we could have been unstoppable." Jiao Jiao throws her hand up and says sharply, "I've seen your true face. Years have passed, but your pride is still the same. Don't ever show your face to me again. You were never worthy of my past, my present, or my future." Then she looks at Max and says, "Today I've learned that true wealth isn't status or money. It's humanity. So would you start this journey of life with me?" Max reaches out his hand and says, "I want the same thing. I want to be your boyfriend."